In the beautiful province of British Columbia, there is a very long and deep body of water called Okanagan Lake. For many years, this lake has held a wonderful secret. It is the home of a mysterious creature known far and wide as Ogopogo. This famous Canadian legend is similar to Scotland's Loch Ness Monster. People from all over the world have heard stories about this amazing animal. They wonder if a large, unknown creature really lives beneath the calm surface of the water. The mystery of Ogopogo captures our imagination and makes us think about the undiscovered wonders that might still exist in our natural world. So, what does Ogopogo look like? No one knows for sure, because the creature is very shy. But over the decades, people who say they have seen it have given us some interesting descriptions. Most agree that Ogopogo is very long, perhaps as long as a school bus. They often describe it as having a snake-like body that moves in smooth, wavy motions through the water. Its skin is said to be a dark green or black color, which helps it blend in with the deep, dark lake. These details have been repeated so many times that they have created a popular image of the creature in our minds. Some witnesses have added even more fascinating details to the picture of Ogopogo. A few people have claimed to see a head that looks a bit like a horse or a goat, with a long neck that rises out of the water. This description makes the creature sound like an ancient marine reptile from the time of the dinosaurs, such as a plesiosaur. Others have mentioned seeing several humps moving in a line, one after another. This suggests the creature's body is very flexible and powerful. These sightings, whether real or imagined, all contribute to the exciting and enduring mystery of what might be swimming in Okanagan Lake. The name Ogopogo itself has a fun and interesting history. It comes from a popular English music hall song from the 1920s. The song was about a funny, make-believe sea monster. A local person thought the name was a perfect fit for the mysterious creature being spotted in Okanagan Lake. Before it was called Ogopogo, the creature was known by another name. The indigenous peoples of the area called it Naha-a-itk, which means spirit of the lake or lake demon. This original name reminds us that the stories of a creature in this lake are much older than the modern name we use today. Long before European settlers arrived, the indigenous Sea Lax people of the Okanagan Valley knew about a powerful spirit in the lake. They called this spirit Naha-a-itk. Their stories were not just fun monster tales, they were serious and important. They taught respect for the lake and the powerful forces of nature. The Syilx people believed that Naha-a-itk lived near a specific place called Squally Point, close to Rattlesnake Island. They would make offerings of tobacco or small animals to the spirit to ensure they could cross the lake safely. This shows a deep spiritual connection to the land and water, and a belief that humans must live in balance with nature. These ancient traditions show that the legend is more than just a simple story. For the Syilx people, Naha-a-itk is a sacred part of their culture and history. The stories were passed down from elders to children for countless generations. They served as a warning to be careful near the water and to always show respect for the environment. The spirit was seen as a guardian of the lake, a powerful being that deserved honor. This perspective is very different from the modern idea of a monster to be hunted. It is a relationship built on reverence and a deep understanding of the natural world's power. The first widely reported sighting by a non-indigenous person happened in 1926. Dozens of people in about 30 cars stopped along a beach in Kelowna. They all watched something large and strange moving in the water. This event made the local newspapers and helped make the Ogopogo legend famous across the country. Since then, there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of reported sightings. People have described seeing a long, dark shape, mysterious waves on a calm day, or a series of humps breaking the surface. Each new story adds another layer to the creature's fascinating and mysterious history. One of the most famous pieces of evidence is a short film taken in 1968 by a man named Art Folden. His video shows a dark object moving steadily through the water. While the film is shaky and not very clear, it appears to show something quite large, swimming just below the surface. More recently, in the 1980s, a tourism company even offered a $1 million reward for proof of Ogopogo. Teams have used sonar, which uses sound waves to see underwater, to search the lake. Some sonar readings have shown large, unexplained moving objects, keeping the hope of finding Ogopogo alive for a new generation. As a scientist, I believe it is important to look at legends like Ogopogo with an open but critical mind. We must ask questions and look for logical explanations. Many scientists and skeptics do not believe that a large, prehistoric animal could live in Okanagan Lake. One major reason is the food source. A creature the size of Ogopogo would need to eat a huge amount of fish to survive. Scientists have studied the lake's ecosystem. They believe there are not enough fish in the lake to support a whole family of such giant animals for thousands of years. This simple biological fact is a big challenge to the idea of a real Ogopogo. So what are people actually seeing in the water? There are many natural things that could be mistaken for a monster. One common explanation is that people are seeing large logs or fallen trees floating just below the surface. Water currents and wind can make these logs move in strange ways, sometimes making them look like a living creature swimming. The waves created by a floating log can even look like humps moving through the water. It is very easy for our eyes to play tricks on us, especially when we are looking at a big, mysterious lake and already thinking about a monster. Another excellent possibility involves animals that we know live in the lake. Groups of river otters swimming together in a line can look very strange from a distance. As they dive and resurface, their heads and backs can look like the humps of one single long creature. The same is true for a large fish, like a sturgeon. Okanagan Lake is home to sturgeon, which can grow to be very big and have a primitive ancient look. A large sturgeon swimming near the surface could easily be mistaken for something much more mysterious. These natural explanations are often less exciting, but they are based on what we know is real. Finally, we have to consider the power of our own minds. When a story is as famous as Ogopogo, we are more likely to interpret something strange as a sign of the monster. This is called psychological suggestion. If you go to Okanagan Lake hoping to see Ogopogo, a strange wave or a floating branch can suddenly look much more significant. It is human nature to want to believe in mysteries. While science encourages us to look for evidence, the lack of a clear photograph or a physical body after all these years makes it very unlikely that a giant creature is hiding in the lake. Whether Ogopogo is real or not, the legend has become a very important part of the culture in the Okanagan Valley. The creature is a beloved local celebrity. You can see its image everywhere you go. There are statues of Ogopogo, including a very famous one in a park in the city of Kelowna. Its friendly, cartoon-like face appears on t-shirts, coffee mugs, and postcards. Local sports teams and businesses use the name Ogopogo to show their connection to the region. The monster has become a symbol of local pride, representing the unique character and history of this beautiful part of Canada. The legend is also very good for tourism. Every year, many visitors come to Okanagan Lake, drawn by the beautiful scenery and the exciting possibility of spotting the famous monster. They rent boats, take tours, and stand on the shore, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious creature. This brings money into the local economy and supports jobs in the community. In this way, Ogopogo helps people appreciate the natural beauty of the lake. The story encourages people to go outside, explore the environment, and connect with nature in a fun and memorable way, which is always a positive thing. The story of Ogopogo teaches us something important. It shows how a legend can bring people together and create a sense of community. The shared stories, the local jokes, and the collective hope of seeing something amazing connect the people who live in the Okanagan. It also connects them to the past, honoring both the indigenous legends of Nahaa'itke and the stories told by settlers more recently. The legend gives the lake a personality and a sense of magic. It transforms a simple body of water into a place of wonder, adventure, and endless possibility, which is a wonderful gift. In the end, maybe it does not matter if a real monster swims in the depths of the lake. The true value of Ogopogo is in the story itself. It sparks our curiosity and encourages us to look at the natural world with a sense of wonder. It reminds us that there are still mysteries left to explore on our amazing planet. The legend of Ogopogo will likely continue for many more years, inspiring imagination in children and adults alike. It is a fantastic Canadian story that combines history, nature, and a little bit of magic, and that is something worth protecting and celebrating for generations to come.